Hello everyone, I'm Chloe and I'm here with
Nabila.
Notto.
Awesome, and we are here for Oslo Innovation Week.
Curious how Norway promotes diversity in STEM? Look no further, we're talking to two experts from OsloMet.
Chloe, the scientist.
Science is for everyone.
And we are going to dive into, well, let's start with actually what you guys do. Let's start there.
Yeah, so I work as a project associate at one of OsloMet's satellite campuses in Holmlia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work here in this makerspace. So I'm the manager of the makerspace at the Faculty of Technology, Art and Design at OsloMet. So the makerspace is open for all the students and employees at OsloMet. We have 3D printers, laser cutters, wood workshop, textile machines, and students can come here to work. They can work with both university-related projects, or they can work with private projects. So it's just this open, peer-driven creative space for
I have to ask,
students.
it's just an aside, because I've got a really good friend of mine works at, or runs the Georgetown University Makerspace,
Yeah.
and he had some really fun projects that you got to work on. What's the coolest thing you've made in the Makerspace?
Well, actually, before I started working here, the coolest thing I ever saw was a Tesla coil.
Whoa.
And that's like this thing where you have static electricity going from one tower to another.
Yeah.
And you can actually play music with it.
Whoa.
So you can actually use the Tesla coils as an instrument.
Do you do this
Yeah.
in Makerspace?
This was done in Makerspace in
Wow.
2019. That's probably the coolest project I've seen. Actually, there's another project I
Yeah.
should mention, because there was in 2021 we made a model of this whole building in like very fine detail.
Out
So-
of what?
Out of wood. Yeah.
Wow.
And it was like it was architectural level detail, where you can even open up the floors and see the small rooms
Wow.
that's pretty cool as well.
Yeah, that's really cool. So something I remember you chatting about when we were doing the brief intros over there is your focus on education and trying to get more people, especially from different backgrounds, educated.
Yeah.
And that's something that hits really close home to me, because I focus a lot on like science and education policy. So I'd love to hear a little bit about what you and your team are working on to make that possible.
Yeah, so we think that representation is important. We want students, like I said, we work in a district where there's a huge, diverse group of people live there. Like 56% have a ethnic minority background. And we see that those students have a higher, or those schools have a higher dropout rate. So we believe that you can't be what you can't see. We need to bring our students, our education, our research out, make it accessible to the people, so that the students or the young people living there, going to school, that they can see that there are pathways to education. So we use students as a to build the bridge between higher education and young people.
What sort of programs then are you initiating to make that happen?
So for one of the things we do is we have open days. Every university has an open day, but it's more for third year students who are graduating from, we call it college or high school, to visit the university. But we go much earlier. So we bring first year students from high school. We invite them to come here and learn a little bit more about the projects that we work with, talk to students who are going or doing the different programs, study programs. But also another thing that we have planned for next month is that we bring one of our lecturers from here, one of our professors. He's going to talk about his path from Gaza to PhD in Norway.
Wow.
And so we believe that students with ethnic minority background, they will find this this is relevant, this is interesting, and so we hope that we can that way help them to see that, okay, he did it, I can too.
I feel so. Something actually I did a lot in grad school is we got some micro grants to bring high school. I did grad school in Miami, Florida, and there were quite a few just high minority, very underrepresented public schools in the district, and we brought the students from there, the high schoolers,
Yeah.
to campus for a day. And we do crime scene investigations. And so
Yeah.
we'd have different labs and different departments do different parts. And at the end, they'd like solve a murder would be the idea. But literally from those, like there are things, interactions, which I feel like we take so for granted, like as adults. And then you see a high schooler, like I heard of a couple of high schoolers, like they're, I'm going to do a science major now because they saw other people like themselves actually in a lab when they hadn't seen that before. So that's incredible.
That's it. So I think Norway is not as diverse as other countries like US. We had some students from high school say, I wear hijab. I didn't know that I could go into IT. And it's like, yes, you can, because look, there are students doing IT.
I will say, even in the States, like, yes, we're more diverse, but it's still so, like, it's getting ethnic minorities. Like, you're not going to see many in PhD programs, right? So really cool work. And I want to touch a bit more on the makerspace, because I think it's a really cool concept. I didn't actually know it was American first. I didn't know that it was started in America at all. Do you know where it started in America? This is kind of just an aside.
Well, the precursor to Makerspace was the Fab Labs. The fabrication labs.
Okay.
Which was an MIT idea.
Okay.
The Fab Lab was like this standardized lab that you can have at. So it was like this. So to become a Fab Lab, you actually had to contact MIT to you know, like, we're starting a Fab Lab, and you have this purchase list and this kind of spurred when equipment like 3D printers and laser cutters and stuff, they were prohibitively expensive before. But at some point in the early 2000s, they became cheap enough for actual normal people to buy them. And they started making these Fab Lab inspired workshops, but which were more open to people. So there was an editor called Dale Doherty, who started a magazine called Make Magazine, which is basically just a magazine about making stuff.
Cool.
So that's where the makerspace term was made up. And
you say there's 3 in Oslo? Is that what I heard?
There's many makerspaces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have lots of different kinds of makerspaces. You have like membership-based makerspaces where the members pay a monthly fee and they have 24/7 access. Or you have like the university makerspaces, or you have even like arts communities that go together and have this makerspace together. I think only in Oslo, you probably have like 20 makerspaces.
Oh, wow.
Or something like that.
Do you ever bring, say, like high schoolers or college students?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did. When we bring them in here, Makerspace is one of the places they get to visit.
Wow. Do they get to build anything, or?
No.
Okay.
I think they just get to come in and see, but then...
By the way, how long are you staying? Because
till the 23rd, whenever that is. I've lost track of my days of the week, sorry.
Because this weekend, there's a maker fair.
Oh, no way!
At the main library of Oslo.
Oh.
That's like you got hundreds of people showing their makerspace related stands.
Wow.
But
That's
then
cool.
we do have a research fair at the satellite campus, and we invite makerspaces there, and they make buttons, they make like these things. So in there, the pupils or students get to try out. But not here. I think that would be too chaotic. Some of these are like 60 pupils.
Fair. Yeah. Cool. Maybe like a future directions is, what sort of programs would you like to see implemented to make a bigger impact on the communities that you want to target?
Yeah, I think all the faculties and centers are represented there, but I think the big ones that we see that are relevant for the district are things like teaching studies programs, kindergarten teachers, nurses, much more social sciences. But then again, we see that students from ethnic minority background, they don't really see opportunities in art and design. So we hope that we can bring art and design as well and make it, show them, there are opportunities also in these paths. We see that they're much more traditional. These are just assumptions from my side. I don't have I don't know how, like, what the numbers are, but yeah, I think we don't want to just focus on one.
Yeah.
We believe that it should be open.
Right,
so
right.
that, there's something for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. All right. Well, thank you both so much for your time.
Yeah.
It's lovely to meet you both.
Chloe, the scientist.
Science is for everyone.